Alright, so this is going to be a challenge where we basically have to beat Swarm without ever pressing WASD. Now, I thought this challenge would be easy because I would just lock in the Lowy and then just go AFK and only use my ultimates and skills when I feel like I'm in trouble, but that became very more complicated as I played out the game, as I realized I couldn't move, I couldn't do Yumi quests, I couldn't do Belva quests, and if a big elite boss would come my way, I would be dead because they're going to be coming at me. And there are also elites and mini bosses that shoot projectiles like Kog'Maw, or the one that shoots orbs at you. They eventually come to you, but the biggest issue is Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw and other things will also be killing me, and there are some problems that made this challenge a little bit harder than I realized. Also, how do I pick up orbs around me and level up if I can't even pick them up? So in types of challenges like this, we gotta do a little bit of problem solving, right? We gotta figure out how we're gonna be doing this, how we're gonna complete the challenge, and obviously the rule is you cannot use WASD. But like I said, I thought it would be a piece of cake. I don't know, looks easy so far. It's been 1 minute and 30 seconds. Nothing so far has really been a threat to me. I'm also really maxed out and have full anima power. But yeah, piece of cake, easy as pie, nothing a threat. I'm just picking whatever. I've done this before in Matchmaking Island where I literally just went AFK, came back when the boss came, and then just won off that. This is a playstyle that I like to do because, hey, this kind of reminds me of AFK Cookie Clicker, or those type of cookie clicker games and going AFK, stuff like that, going in a circle. So I have experience of going AFK a lot in Swarm. Let's just say that. So I'm pretty used to thinking what kind of upgrades and all that stuff I had. And I thought this would be a piece of cake until the first mini boss came. At first I thought this was like Captain America. Turned out he was just Thanos and kicked my ass. Yeah, he just Infinity Gauntlet me and I just popped and I said, oh, I guess that's it. Defeat. So piece of cake gone. I said, hey, well, looks like I actually have to try and think a little bit outside the box. So I decided Lowy is not the champion for this, but what champion may be that can beat this challenge where it cannot use WASD? Who's this champion? Out of the 9 champions I can play, who could it be? I was also thinking, like, what map should I do? Like, is really the Rek'Sai map the only one I can do? I did think of other ones like Briar, but I think it's too hard, and then there's like some range stuff that I can't deal with. And then the third map has like a ton of monsters, and I think it's kind of hard, but maybe it's doable. Aatrox I definitely can't do because I don't think I can stand still on Aatrox. Oh yeah, that's right. Belveth was going to be a hard boss to finish off, so I didn't think they were good candidates, but Rek'Sai is easy. Rek'Sai lets you stand still in the middle and you can actually kill her. But I finally did think of who could actually beat this challenge, and it would be Briar. Like, it makes sense. I can't use WASD. It does kind of bend the rules, and there's like a gray area where I can press E and she does move and I'm still not hitting WASD. Now you would think, oh, problem solved, you beat the game, like this is going to be a cakewalk, like who cares? It's kind of like cheating, right? I mean, not really, but it's just a loophole. Let's just say that in the rules. Well, you'll see that it isn't all fancy and dandy and easy as peasy as 1, 2, 3. There are still some problems, such as how can I do Yumi quests? How can I get these augments, right? Actually, Briar's got an interesting technique that I don't want to spoil, and I'll show you later. It's probably a bug, but I don't care because this is a challenge we gotta do. You can see I can't really move until level 3. Oh yeah, did I mention that we're playing this on extreme? We're not playing it on hard or easy. I think that'd be a little bit too easy. So we start from here and then we can progress a little later. And yeah, it's easy so far. I can bend the rules a little by not pressing WSD, but I can still press E and R, so it counts. But I do run into maybe a small problem a little later, as I'm not really thinking too much about my upgrades. I'm actually just thinking about damage only. Who cares about like utility? And whenever I'm in danger, I'll just press E. That's really the only time I'll usually press E, but otherwise we're just chilling until we're in danger, and that's the only time we'll use it. Like I said though, when it comes to picking guns at first, I'm just thinking damage. Battlecross Bunny Bow, Uwu Blaster, best guns in the world. You know, we're just going full damage Briar with crit, health, ability haste, all that glass cannon-y stuff. I'm not really putting any thought of it because I'm like, yeah, thought I won the game. And then look who's back to rain on our parade. It's Thanos. He's come back to kick my ass on Briar. But fortunately, I finally have an ability that can actually mess him up. But I'm noticing a bigger problem is that Briar actually likes to stand on these enemies and take a lot of damage. So, yeah, this is kind of a problem, and that really does suck. But fortunately, I do beat Thanos with a sliver of health. And now I'm kind of scared of my life because if I cancel it, I will die. And if I can't move. So we have a little dilemma. Am I not strong enough to take down these enemies fast enough? Or can I take them down and hopefully I get to a point where I'm just like chilling, can AFK and beat Rek'Sai, right? I can beat Rek'Sai, I think. And you can even see the guns I'm getting are pretty good as well as a passive. So we're on our way to getting a full damage Briar build with armor and looking for Iceborne Gauntlet armor, ice armor gun, right? Now, if you guys didn't know, if you're playing Briar and you shoot your ultimate onto the minimap, she will literally go to that place. So that is a little bug. I don't think it's intended. But with this run, I can definitely do Yuumi quests, and it's marathon, and it's doomed. I can't do Yuumi quests because a lot of them actually require you to, you to actually move to the destination. So Yuumi quests are doomed, but I can still do Belva quests, which will give me a lot of XP. But yeah, all you have to do is shoot your ultimate on the minimap, and basically you will just teleport there. That's why I picked Briar. And yeah, we're having a problem already where elites are going to be going on to me. I can't kite them and I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. I don't know how to do this challenge. This challenge just got a little bit harder. So even though I have a little gray area and a loophole, I'm still losing. Looks like this challenge is a lot harder than I thought, even when we're using a little gray area. So not using WASD, but we're moving with E and R. So we figured out the problem where we can have a little movement without technically using WASD. But still, the challenge is hard. And I decided to try Leona. I thought about it. Hey, Leona's tanky. She can press E, tank everything. What do I have to worry about? And yeah, you can see we're already level 3. Got our E. Hey, we got ability haste. Maybe we can get like a permanent E build where we have a permanent shield going on, right? And then we faced our first mini boss, aka Thanos. And guess what? He beat his ass. I got my E ready. I don't have my R, but I got my E ready. Check this out. He damages, he doesn't do any damage. My shield's coming back up. He's sitting on top of me. He does half my damage. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Or am I? No, I'm gonna beat him. No, I died. Okay, so with that being said, Leona is tossed out the window. I gave up on her instantly right after that. I said, this is the same problem I'm having with Alawi. So we're gonna go back to Briar. And finally, I thought of a way to get more XP, right? That's gonna be Yuumi bot. She picks up everything that's on my screen. So I thought this would be a nice way to try and keep up with the XP, getting all my augments, getting evolved, etc. So I figured out a little simple solution to step 1. But also, honestly, I do move on Briar. So maybe I can pick up a lot of things with my E, hopefully. If I just got pickup radius, but Yuumi bot kind of helps for this kind of strategy we're about to do with this challenge. And then finally, we did find Battle Bunny crossbow, which is like OP. We all know it's the best gun in the world, so we're gonna keep that. But then I saw a nice weapon called the Cyclonic Slicers. Finally, something interesting and has utility. So this will knock back enemies and make sure they don't attack me and sit on top of me when I press my E. So we figured out a problem to the mini bosses. We can now finally knock them back without getting pooped on by them. And yeah, that's a decent problem, right? And we finally solved it. I also did think of something interesting where you can have permanent E on Briar as well as ultimate. So if you go duration passive as well as ability haste, you can actually just perma E around the map. So we figured out a build that will synergize with what our strategy is on the challenge. We want pickup radius or Yumi bot, and we also want cyclonic slicers to knock him back. And then we would want something like crit chance for sure, because that just amplifies the damage to the moon. And we want duration as well as ability haste, so we can have a permanent upkeep on our E, so we can just E everyone. And then finally we saw that the Yumi quest was spawning, so what else do we do than just press R to it and then just complete it easy as pie. Unfortunately, we had to bounce a beach ball, and that's impossible with this challenge. We're definitely not getting this Yumi quest, and it literally failed in 2 seconds. Okay, I've given up on every single Yumi quest. I'm only doing Belvoid quests no matter what. Eventually, this run is actually looking pretty good. We have crossbow, Tibbers was because I wanted duration, and we found health regeneration to get upgraded cyclonic slicers. To be honest, I don't really care if we upgrade the Yumi. I think it sucks, but I forgot what the evolve does. And eventually, after staying in this area for a while, I get bored and I want to explore. I press R. Unfortunately, Belveth Trail just spawned. So, well, we're going to have to wait a bit of seconds before going to do the Belveth Trail. We have to wait about 35. And I guess I'm just going to be farming some monsters and creeps until we can get our R back to reach the Belveth quest. Eventually our R does reset. We get a few points in Tibbers and all our guns, and we just shoot it at Belveth, make sure it's on the mini-map, and we're good to go. We land on the Belveth quest. We have to cancel our R immediately, and a stupid horse spawns on top of me. Luckily we do have our E still, so we're in a good spot to basically take it down. And I'm going to try for the Yumi quest, Yumi bot, and try and evolve it. And it's looking like a pretty good run. But then, yeah. Oh, never mind. Well, who would have seen that coming? Nocturne one-shotting me, ending the run, and I can't dodge it because I'm playing Briar, and this challenge just got a lot of problems opening up, and we're not even past 6 minutes. How the hell are we going to get the Rek'Sai? This, even though we're technically cheating and doing like a gray loophole with moving and we're still not using WASD, we're still having a lot of problems, and this challenge is becoming disgustingly impossible. How do we deal with the Nocturne, right? It just seems hard. So in the next run, we got Static Shiv, we got Uwu Blaster, OP, Annihilator, Armor, Area Size, Duration, Health, Ability Haste, and Hysterian Shortbow, because I don't think I could find anything. And to be honest, this run, I'd say it was promising because we got Uwu Blaster, but we finally faced Nocturne, and obviously there's going to be 2 of them. So this time when facing Nocturne, I decided to hold my ult before facing them, which might have gave me a better chance of winning at them. So instead of, unfortunately I can't dodge, I just throw out my R, I take one down, and how about the other? Is it going to kill me, or am I going to win? Yeah, easy. Okay, so we just need our R to beat the 2 Nocturnes, and it's just, that easy. Okay, so we figured out how to beat Nocturne. We need our ultimate to kill him, otherwise we're screwed. Actually, the Yumi quest does come up, and I'm gonna have to R over to activate it, and then I'm gonna cancel it. And what kind of oh, it's the vases. Okay, so you can actually do vases on Briar if you press your E, right? But you kind of have to hope to God and pray for RNG that your character goes to those directions. But you can see that RNG is not on my side, and she's kind of wandering around killing mobs, and I can't really control it. There's also a nice little loot orb that I do want to get, but unfortunately I don't think I'll be getting this quest done. And yep, I think the race to the finish is the only one you can actually do, because you can send your ult to the Yumi quest before it spawns, and then your R will be coming up, and then eventually you'll be you can just wait for the cooldown, R to the finish, GG. And luckily this glitch where you can R the minimap isn't gone yet. So yeah, I couldn't finish this face quest. It's whatever, like he'll never get a Yumi quest. Just accept that you'll never have Yumi quest when you face Rek'Sai. So we failed the mission. And our lovely friend Kog'Maw is here to play with us, but we're gonna have a little trouble, right? Because we're standing still. Actually, no, I alt tabbed. I alt tabbed and I'm like, eh. But then I realized, oh my god, he might kill me. And does he kill me? Nope, we're living, but we gotta keep slaying some monsters. But I'm gonna be honest, since we figured out how to beat Nocturne, this looks like a pretty good run, right? You know, we're at 8 minutes. This is a quote world record for doing this so far. And we're just pretty powerful at the moment. We're chilling. We can press E whenever we want, alt tab. We can do essentially whatever we want. So my goal right now is to farm some XP, get as much XP as I can, try and build up for Rek'Sai. I don't think anything can stop us. We've solved a bunch of problems. We solved Thanos, how to beat Thanos. We solved how to beat Kog'Maw, and the biggest problem was the Nocturne one-shotting us, right? And now Bel'Veth quest spawns. What do we get? What kind of mission? Usually the Bel'Veth quests are actually unironically easier to do than the Yuumi quests for this type of challenge, just because you don't have to move, you have to kill things, and we can kill things, we just can't move for the Yuumi quests. So the easiest Bel'Veth quest does come, and it's going to be the Darkness one. Just, yeah, it's easy. Now getting to the loot is a bit of a problem. It takes a little bit of time, but eventually we do get to it. And also, we almost died. Nah, we're pretty close to dying, but to be honest, we're fine. We just had some mini bosses spawn on us. Eventually we get all the Bel'Veth loot, and we're leveling up pretty hard. This is looking really good for this run to kill, what's her name, Rek'Sai. Yeah. Also, Briar's kind of good for evolving all your weapons, right? She can kill the enemies, she's on top of them, and then she'll just run through the card. So evolving item guns on her honestly is pretty easy to do. Other characters can't really do that, so it's actually very hard for other characters to do this challenge because they won't be moving at all. Maybe some of them might be dashing, but then we enter the gray hole, or sorry, gray loop. What's it called? Loophole? The gray area? Yeah. And I want to do a video where we don't move at all, but it is looking pretty hard at the moment, especially with all this trouble we're having so far with just even doing it on Briar and sort of not using movement, but like we are, because we pressing E and R, just not WASD. Now eventually we get to a point where we're actually really strong. We're on the last Bel'Veth quest, and we have 1 more minute before Rek'Sai. So my goal is to try and evolve everything as much as possible. I have armor. Unfortunately, I don't have Iceborne Gauntlet. I have Annihilator. So, you know, I really want that. And the crossbow would be nice, but we can't have everything. So, yeah. And this one was Stay Put. So, my favorite quest on Bel'Veth when doing this challenge. And then we just stayed put. Eventually, we completed it and got what we wanted. But I'm going to be honest, it looked a little freaky for a second. Luckily, we survived till the end and got the mission success, and we're going to level up everything we can. This is probably where we can upgrade our Annihilator if we can get it. The XP at level 1 is hasn't been too much value, but I'll be honest, at least we're getting 3 evolves before we're going to be fighting Rek'Sai. I also was thinking that we might not get Annihilator evolved because I was just doing some calculations, but I do have an R left, so I can use it to collect some cards in the bottom right. Will I be doing it? The answer is no, because I realized that I need to save my R for Rek'Sai. So it's kind of awkward for me to... That's why I wasn't actually going for Annihilator. I actually was thinking if maybe I get it, maybe I don't, but yes, I need to use my ultimate on Rek'Sai's little burrow thing, and then maybe I can win. But anyways, the Rek'Sai fight is coming up. Just kidding, I used my R to get the evolve for the Annihilator because I'm going to annihilate this Rek'Sai with 1 go, and we got finally the evolved Annihilator. Now we get to fight Rek'Sai, and let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, it turns out this challenge is impossible. I didn't have enough damage to beat Rek'Sai. I got 1 shot after like 5 seconds. I can't move out. Yeah, this challenge looks very impossible. Actually, it needs very specific. I think it is possible actually. With very specific guns and maybe passives, you can do it. But we made it that far, so I had to do a little different strategy based on what I saw when we met Rek'Sai. So the build I had to go was a little bit more try-hard. It had to be Iceborne Gauntlet, Battlecross Bunny Bow, and hopefully Uwu Blaster. We love that, right? So I also need armor, I need health. You know, I just was lacking DPS is what I realized on Rek'Sai, but I can beat her. In fact, I think this is going to be the run. Look, I'm definitely going to win. Oh, look, it's Nocturne. We beat him before. Oh, he killed me. And then we face Nocturne again. And at this point, I'm going to win because I actually dodged it this time with my E. So yes, I forgot my E is a dash and I can dodge Nocturne E better. And you can see I'm dodging it right now. Then we kill Nocturne, he kills me because I don't understand collision paths. And yeah. So at this point, I'm starting to think that this challenge is actually impossible and I'm about to give up. But then this final run finally happened. But first, we got the Battle Bunny crossbow with crit. This is a really good start. And then we found armor for our Iceborne Gauntlet. We then found health to evolve our, well, auto attack. And we instantly take that. Well, for some reason I'm not instantly taking it, but eventually I do. And then we get our Iceborne Gauntlet for giving us nullifying a damage, any type of damage, and then going on an 8-second cooldown. It's still OP for these type of runs anyways, and it's one of the best guns in the game, even though it's armor. So it's kind of a gun, I guess. Armor gun. Armageddon? We then got damage earlier and we found Uwu Blaster. So now I think we're actually set. We have the 4 guns that do insane amount of DPS and we have the armor. So what's our last item? What's our last gun? Well, I decided I don't think I should be greedy. I have everything I want. So I'm gonna go Bunny Mega Blast. I don't think it's actually that good. I think it's okay. So yeah, I was like, whatever, I have everything I want, right? It crits too. As long as it crits, I'm happy. I'm chilling, down with it. And it's like, yeah, it's looking good. And now it's time to fight the 2 Nocturnes. And they double ult rush and I die. Yep, it's looking impossible. I'm starting to give up. But I promise you, I may have lied on the last run just to hype up this very, I promise you it's the last run, you know. This is the ultimate run. We know our mistakes. We know what to build. We want crossbow. We want Uwu Blaster. We want Iceborne Gauntlet. We found Vortex Glove, which is actually honestly better than Battle Bunny, or no, Bunny Mega Blast, I think it's called. And then we also got crossbow very early. So this run is looking sweet. We also have crit, health, and health regen already. I'm really liking this run. We also got Iceborne Gauntlet. So yeah, run's looking crisp so far. And now we just have to deal with the Nocturnes, and honestly, it's looking quite good. You know, they haven't one-shot me yet. I'm using my E to juke them a little, and yeah. Oh, actually, maybe after this card is picked up, maybe I'll die. Nope. Well, thank God, Iceborne Gauntlet is there, and we live. So we're in a very good spot at the moment. And eventually, after problem solving, and going through a bunch of times of failures, we finally get our final gun, which is going to be the ultimate set. We have the ultimate DPS set, Uwu Blaster. Instantly took that and we're off to beating Rek'Sai. And honestly, we also have 5 crit. The 5 crit will definitely make us deal a lot more DPS, because to be honest, if we're facing Rek'Sai, we only have about 5 to 10 seconds to beat her, because eventually she'll kill us since we don't have our E or R. An E, and we also have a decent amount of armor. I mean, we also have duration, so our E lasts very long, as well as it increases our ultimate, right? Our ultimate duration is increased. So what we can do is we can E onto her, and then when we are about to die, we can press R for the insane amount of lifesteal, and then usually our E will be back up for a second time, right? It's like 3 blood frenzies to take down Rek'Sai, and I have a foolproof plan, and I got everything I wanted. So yeah, we also beat the Nocturne problem, so we're good. Kog'Maw is nothing, don't worry about him. And Thanos, well, we figured out how to beat him. And yeah, after time and time, we're just pressing E. We just run through people, get as much ores as we can. We're only level 32, Yeah, actually that's pretty good for like not running around the map and trying to find a bunch of XP. Actually, it's pretty good. Usually in a run like this, if you actually did try and can walk around, you probably get to like levels 36 to 40. But right now, obviously we can't move, we can't control our character, can't WASD, can only do what she wants to do. Now, unfortunately, in this run, I won't be maxing out Uwu Blaster or Iceborne Gauntlet, so that does suck, but we have a lot of other evolves. So check out, this will be the final boss. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god. Oh no, 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 no. Oh please God. Oh wait, I actually beat it. Wait, I actually beat without pressing WASD. I actually beat it. Oh my god, I never pressed WASD the whole time. I actually won. And there you have it. We beat Rek'Sai, we beat a level in Swarm without ever pressing WASD. But of course, I want to try a challenge where we actually don't ever move unless like a seahorse or something in-game moves us, like Rek'Sai pulling us to fight her, right? I'm going to be trying it on someone like Leona or Laui or Seraphine to see if it's possible. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.